Welcome back, guys. Bobo here, and today we're going to continue our adventure in the Waste. This is not really the episode 12 per se, it's episode 11.5 because it is just going to be a lot of dialogue around
Howdy,
the
strangers.
bazaar.
Name's Six-Fingered Larry Hunter. Though
There won't be any fight here, so if you're not into that,
be seeing you.
this is not the episode for you. There's nothing exciting here. But here we are going to try to get Ollie for our companion, Miss Wesson. I think they are a match made from heaven.
Him? You don't want him. Barrett's got a bit of an attitude problem. Tried to peck his way through a kid's skull the other week. If you insist, though, you'll have to talk to Polly yourself, because I got no say in what he's
If you
gonna
don't say, I want him. Give me the body.
All right. It's your funeral. Hey, Polly, you hear that, old buddy? These fine folks would like to adopt you. How's that sound?
Larry, my buddy, my pal. Come closer. I'll show you how it sounds to me.
Oh, shit! Damn it!
That's how it fucking sounds to me, Larry. Sounds like some fucking bullshit. Wasting your time with this asshole. Talk to Polly. Talk to Polly.
Yep. I think he's going to go well with Miss Wesson here.
On weak old shit leaking from a dead guy's ass. Piss off, Shitsmear. Piss off. Listen, shit for brains. Someone has to stick around to make Larry's life miserable. That's my job. I love that job. You hear that, Larry? Fuck you!
Yep. Here we're going to do a reverse psychology thing.
Seems like someone opened up your school and took a massive dump. Polly doesn't need that festering feces-drenched piece of garbage. Fuck that! Hey, Larry, I'm leaving. These assholes will pay for my freedom. Am I right, assholes? Huh?
All right. He's yours if you pay the price. But this sounds about fair, don't you think?
Yep, just like that. And if you have Animal Whisperer or...
Yeah, something's not right with you. But you have my respect. Enjoy the parrot, and let me know if you need anything else.
Yes, finally free at last! Larry, you shit flake! At last I can tell you with complete sincerity! Fuck you!
Yep. I was just saying, if you had Animal Whisperer, you can actually convince him even further to join us for free.
I thought you said you knew a guy who could get us in.
Or if you have barter, you can lower the price.
I promised my wife I'd buy her something nice in the bazaar, but
Hi. Hey there. Hi. Yeah, I'm Paris. Trying to get into the bazaar to sell my dyes. Same as you, I imagine. The getting into the bazaar part, not the dyes. Unless you do dyes, which is totally cool by me if you do. Hi.
Yeah, hi. What are you doing?
I'm trying to become a licensed merchant in the bazaar. The monster army says I gotta make a dye the exact color of blood, which is hard, because everyone's got an opinion, but no one can agree on the hue. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about dyes, huh? It'd be just peaches if you could help. I could even pay you, a little at least. My dye table is right over there. Decoration, I suppose? Or, I don't know, really. I didn't think to ask, to be honest.
Sure.
hoping someone would sell them an entrance pass or help them get inside. The bazaar's got this code, you see. Unless you're a big shot Flab can't do without, you're not allowed to come in. Anyhow...
Yeah, who is Flab?
Flab's, the leader of the bazaar. He's a big guy, which is why everyone calls him Flab, you know? It's kinda mean, but Flab doesn't seem to mind, so whatever. I guess. Yeah.
Sure. Let's do the die thing.
So long.
This is actually one way for you to get into the bazaar if you're not confident enough to fight the clowns and so on and so forth from the camp that we cleared last time. You can help her and she will vouch for you. And another way to enter into the bazaar proper is also to pay. But guess I'm thinking, who is mad enough to do that? Unless you're really or impatient, or if you just want to spend money. I don't know. But yeah, here you can make a skill check with science in order to actually do it. But here I do not, so I have to do it manually. So basically you have to choose the chemical ingredient to make the dye yourself. I think if you know a little bit about how colors work, you can figure it out, but for me here, I just check help online in order to do it. But yeah, those are the combination that you need in order to do it. Nitrogen N2, yes. Here it's Na2. And oxygen 8. And S2. And there you go. Now she will vouch for you if you want to enter the bazaar.
What did you do? Oh, days! This is perfect! Thank you, thank you! That means I get to be a bona fide bazaar merchant now. Right, Mr. Masher?
Yeah, that dye looks great. Welcome to the bazaar, Paris. I'll let the doorman know you're clear, and he'll give you a pass.
Thanks so much for your help. I know it's not much, but here's a little something. Oh, and that means I could vouch for someone now. Hey, if you're looking to get into the bazaar, just tell them that Paris Handler says you're okay. They'll let you in just like that.
Sure. We'll take it.
So long.
But yeah, that was that.
Welcome to the bazaar,
Here
lambs. Behave
is
yourself.
the entrance into the bazaar. And there is actually...
Till lunchtime, so
Listen up, Mashers. The next son of a bitch who says we're losing this war gets strung up by his nuts. You hear me? It doesn't matter how much territory we've lost. There's only one way inside the mall. As long as we control it, Buchanan can't touch us. He can sit out there with his army and pound snow for all I care. All we gotta do is hold out. The lamb and the wolf got different needs. Sooner or later, Buchanan will have to negotiate. And then we'll have him right where we fucking want him.
really need
Sure.
to ask Piscatelli to look at my gun. Buggered.
The lamb stands at the door. What sacrifice do they bring to the door of monsters?
We just want to get in.
The lamb speak. You know what? You asked me a straight question. Let's forget about the lamb nonsense.
Gladly.
The bazaar lies beneath your feet, covered by decades of snow. The only way in is through the gate beneath this RV. The only people who can open this gate, we, the monster army.
want to get in here, you need to do one of two things. Buy an entrance pass, or get an established bazaar merchant to vouch for you. Sometimes we let Colorado's most famous in, but it's been years since such an exception was made.
Yep.
Paris who? Oh, right, the dye lady. Well, she made it in, and I guess that means you get a pass. Honestly, no one pays me enough to give a crap. Right. In you come. Behave yourselves, my little lambs.
What's going on? Are we under attack?
No, I'm sure we're not under attack.
Fuck. I swear, I only opened the Warren's gate for 1 second and that fucking pig bolted by me.
Don't worry, folks. The bazaar is secure. Move along, everyone. Ah, new visitors. Don't fret. Come and hear about the marvels of the bazaar.
What was that?
Fresh lambs, esteemed guests. The door guard informed me you were coming. You are most welcome to all the delicacies and pleasures the bazaar has on offer, provided you have the coin. I hope you're not shaken by this disturbance. It is a minor matter, I assure you. Your shopping experience should be nothing short of completely safe. Please, lower your voice. I don't know, okay? Someone's been strapping explosives to real pigs. Real pigs, made up with real lipstick, real eyeshadow. I guess it's some asshole's idea of a prank. Climb stairs to the upper level in the back. They will take you to our esteemed leader, Flab. Talk to him if you want to know more. Really? Dressed as clowns, you say? That sounds like Los Payasos. But there's no way those crazy fucks are out here. I suggest you talk to Flab about this. You can find him in the back, up the stairs.
Sure, I'll talk to him better.
Ah, yes. Paradolia Jones would be the man you're looking for. He'll be hanging out at the Fountain Bar, right there. We have all kinds indeed. Bishatelli sells weapons to any weary pilgrim. Gwyn Talbot is your woman if you need protective gear. Dr. Coldcuts can sell you medical supplies or see to your health needs. And in the central area, you'll find the Fountain Bar. A good place to kick back with a drink and some of Masato's delicious pork. Depends on your definition of fun. I'd recommend talking to Eidolon. She and her pals really know how to party. But if you're a more cerebral type, check out Querex's museum in the back. The bazaar's a bazaar unlike any other, piglets. You want it, we have it. No meat is too exotic. No luxury is too fantastic. If you can afford them, they're yours. Yes? Actually, no, sorry. They were buried in a recent snow tunnel collapse in the Warrens. Oh, we're all full up. Sorry, our projector broke years ago. Perhaps in our older days, that chapter of the Monster Army book is closed.
The hype, man. The hype.
I am sorry, esteemed guests. The bazaar may not be what it once was, but we still have plenty on offer. Hot food at the Fountain Bar, weapons and equipment from our merchants, pleasures for the eye at Eidolon's
look around.
Sure. Thank you, Chewbacca. So there's nothing here, basically.
I mean, happy to. Enjoy your visit.
Sure.
Guns sanctified with blood, blood sanctified by guns. Heartbeats that I don't recognize. Come closer, strangers. The sanctified Piscatelli crafts weapons of all sorts for those in need, and she can read that you are very much in need.
Is that a pun?
Have you ever loved something so deeply that it gouges loose all the fears you might have possessed? If so, you would know what these scars are. Benediction. Sanctification.
Funny.
Certainly.
With mood. So, as you can see, there's a lot of dialogue here. But there are quite a lot of stuff here that I would like to buy. Like to upgrade our weapons, but they are quite expensive, as you can see from the price. Don't think that I can afford any of them right now, but it's something to keep in mind for later on. This would be better for a little girl. Also, I would like to grab the submachine gun for Mr. Kwan. And those upgrades also. Those are really interesting. Here we are going to give more coordination for Lucia. It goes very well with pistol. To keep up in small arms. With level 8 right now, and here draw for Zeus here, debating between intelligence, awareness and coordination. He needs all of them, really. I think I'm going to settle on coordination because he has no action point whatsoever. Yep, we're gonna go for big gun because he's way behind on this as well, and it's going to help on the accuracy of the weapon as well.
Submachine gun.
You hear the stories about the killer clown?
I can't decide.
Because he has terrible precision.
Noodles.
What's the perfect food? Noodles. How many do we have? Oodles. Who should have some now? Yoodles. Masada makes the best noodles.
Hi, folks. This is Masato at the bazaar, and I have discovered the...
Oops.
We should get something hot to drink for the trip home.
Get your protective
Can't believe we
But
missed
yeah,
the bazaar's not
we are going to talk to this gentleman here.
You know, just talk to Flab.
Hey, pals. Finn is the name. If you need a drink, you've come to the right place. If you got questions, well, I suppose that's okay too. Between you and me, I've been partaking in some taste tests during my shift, so everything is a little blurry at the moment. I did hear a loud boom, but I figured it was just a thunderstorm. Not much. I'm pretty new. Just started a week ago. Rumor has it the old bartender mysteriously vanished into thin air. Anyway, this place is something for everyone. Guns, armor, food, meds, entertainment, and most importantly, booze! If you're here to work for Flab, then he might be able to tell you more. One thing's for sure, there's something weird going on here. Flab the Inhaler is the man who is large and in charge of the bazaar. And I ain't kidding you when I say large. From what I've seen, he's always in his office, just up the stairs. I don't know. I suppose everyone's on edge, you know? They're all putting on brave faces like things are normal, but I can tell something is wrong. Just don't know quite what. Come back anytime.
Sure.
All right, barkeep.
Long John.
I'll tell you when to quit.
Basically Pinocchio.
As I live and eat cherry pie, more of my fellow humans in the bazaar. You make yourself welcome now, you hear?
Fellow humans?
Well, gosh, and apple pies. You put me in a spot. Let's see. My name is Long John, and I'm old as dirt. I've traveled a little, but nowhere interesting. Now I'm here in the bazaar, just to see what life has to offer. Make friends. Wasn't something that I got to do when I was younger, what with my job and all. There was no time to make friends, none at all. But I'm making up for it. I know everyone in the bazaar, and they know me.
Obviously a saint.
I'll tell you youngins what I can. Despite the fact I'm old as the mountains, figuratively speaking, that is. Humans rarely live past 70, and I'm just about ready to expire. I don't know everything, you hear? Even though I walked all the way from Denver to Steel Town and back again. Colorado Springs. It's an alright place. A little uptight, but that's what you get from having all of the 100 families there. I like the scientists and engineers, though. Real clever kids. Nuh-uh. Place like that ain't fit for the lonely traveler. Well, you might be alright. If you do decide to go in that direction, I've heard that it's gotten real dangerous. Steel Town. That place is an industrial nightmare. Raging fires all around. Melts right through the skin. Gives me the shivers, you hear? I'd stay away from the city. It's nothing but a corpse these days, and the Gippers, well, they're not a bad lot per se, but I'd be careful around them. If you have to spend some time, I'd personally visit the airport instead. The young'uns there are wonderful. You kids these days and your limited attention spans. Some of it is real private, and some of it probably should be. But you young whippersnappers tell everyone everything. Like Paradolia Jones? He's probably the best damn caravan master in the bazaar. But his business would be better if he knew how to keep his mouth shut. Between you and me, if I was afraid of ducks, I wouldn't tell a soul. Me? A synth? Aren't you adorable? I'm meat and muscle, just like you, Rangers. Shucks, I even have dreams all the time. Technicolor dreams about flying and standing naked in front of people I don't quite know. Synths don't do that.
That is exactly what saints would say.
I'm not a synth. Why, just last night I had the most human dream. I was back in high school. There was a trigonometry test. I sat down confident and brash, only to realize I completely forgot to study. I also enjoy toasted eggs in the morning. A very human thing.
Nobody's buying it,
You
dude.
kids and your humor. If the folk in the bazaar really thought I was a synth, wouldn't they have tried to decommission me? Not that I'm afraid of such things, being the perfectly ordinary human male that I am. All right, fine. I am a synth. but you can't tell anyone.
Everybody knows it already.
Do they? I'm not sure I believe that. If they knew, wouldn't they have melted me down to scrap by now? People don't like sense, far as I've seen. You're clever ones, and bully to you for figuring out who I am. But let's not talk about it again, okay? The topic puts me on edge.
Sure.
So soon? I suppose even good things gotta end sometime. You be safe now, you hear? And come back to see old Long John when you can. Best of luck to
Moving
you.
on. Let's talk to the caravan master now.
Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy.
Always good to see a Wesson.
Yeah. Would help us with the refugee situation.
Thanks to the Patriarch, this stretch of land from Denver in the north to Steeltown in the south is pretty safe to travel. You'll find richer opportunities the further you venture out, but it'll also come with more risks. I could tell you more, but truth be told, the only way to know the land is to travel it. You look well equipped and competent. Just head out and see what you can learn.
He has a thing with duck here.
Could you please take that away? I don't like ducks.
Okay. We're good guys. Remember?
Oh, thank you.
So, about the refugees.
I see. Not my usual line of business, but I don't see why not. My normal rates would apply for a one-way transport.
Yep. You're sure about that?
Oh Lord, please, no ducks. Fine. How about a discount?
That would be wonderful.
No problem. I'll make sure they're part of my next caravan run to Colorado Springs. I'll send someone to collect them right now.
I don't know how that solves our problem, but
Just my services as a caravan master. I organize caravans to get people, goods, and livestock from one place to another. But I don't sell goods myself. These lands near Colorado Springs are pretty safe, but still lots of people need help getting around, especially if you want to range further than that. So long.
we were tasked to stop the...
Hot noodles! My friends, you saw that explosion too? Horrible! Such a waste of good pork. And human life, of course. But don't worry, Masato is here to offer aid and succor. Have you seen anything this delicious? Yes, be my guest. After enjoying this bowl, know that my store is open to you. I have a variety of goods that you may find useful. A man who never eats pork is never a whole man. But I have to tell you, my friends, these noodles are a pale imitation of the real thing. The great pre-war delicacy. The rarest of rare magics. Instant ramen noodles. I hope one day I will perfect my recipe to recreate them. But enough about me. How can I be of service? Ah, you picked up on my subtle hints. Years ago, a friend in Colorado Springs gave me a package of instant ramen noodles that he had found in the Warrens underneath the bazaar. The experience changed my life forever, and I moved here in hopes of finding more. The Warrens aren't safe. I can't venture down there. But you must understand, it is as if my body is made of ramen. If you go down in the Warrens, please keep your eyes open for this rare delicacy.
Sure. We could hire him for our...
There've been a lot of troubles of late. People disappearing, showing up dead. And now this exploding pig! Can you believe that? I've heard of you guys. I know you can help. May I suggest you talk to the guy in charge, Flab? You can find him upstairs. Eidolon is relatively new to this place. She showed up not long after I did. Her business model is interesting. Not sure how she actually makes money, though.
Yeah, we can hire him, but not right now. We have to find the ramen he's looking for.
They got friends in Broadmoor.
I'm tired of the Patriarch himself shops here sometimes.
Oh, let's talk to this guy.
Oh, wow! Are you rangers? I haven't seen any of you guys since I left. In a while. Yeah, I haven't seen any rangers in a while. Are you here to fight the monsters under the bazaar? That would be awesome! I'm Quarex, by the way. This is my cool museum of, coolness. Would you like a tour? Really? Okay. This way. Okay, I'll start. Welcome to Quarex's Quabinet of Curiosities, a collection of the rarest of the... Well, it's toys and games mostly, and some mementos, but they're all really cool, I promise. That top hat belonged to Mr. Cynical from Angel Oracle out in L.A., a fellow game aficionado. He lived his life trying to help the little guy, defending them against bullies and end-level bosses. In the end, though, a boss got him, and well, he didn't make it. I keep his hat around to remind me to be honest and decent like he was. This was the best video game ever! Wasteland 4! You can choose what color you want the screen to be, red or green. This is the most sought-after gaming accessory ever made, the legendary Mighty Mitt. I love the Mighty Mitt. It's so bad. This is a genuine megascope, the most advanced optical aiming device of its day, a priceless artifact. Shame somebody stuck it on that silly old ray gun, but I'm not gonna try to take it off. I might break it. This is a Tarjan the Tenebrous machine. It can tell your fortune, but you get a premium fortune if you have some special tokens. Wish I had some. This throne was once the most coveted object in the Wasteland. The rule was whoever sat on it was the king. King of what exactly, I don't know. I also don't know who made that rule. This is a Slicer Dicer, the scariest robot ever. It slices, it dices, it even makes julienne fries. Whatever those are, if this thing was working, we'd all be dead by now. These are the most classic of classic arcade games. Avenue Brawlers, Catboy, and Star Intruder. This is a surfboard. I don't know what surf is, and what boards have to do with it, but this looks well loved. It has property of MF on it. I hope that doesn't mean what I think it does.
That's it.
And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.
Nope.
Made it past Telluride today. Found a guy there who sold me some rat jerky. There's a caravan heading for Boulder, and I'm going to try to tag along. Colorado's cold and kind of scary, but there's treasure here, too. That guy with the rat jerky, he had like 6 or 7 3DO cartridges just lying around his shack. When I asked him how much for the set, he looked at me like I was crazy. Practically gave them away. You know what? Leaving Arizona might be the best thing that ever happened to me.
Let's grab this weapon. Yeah. We would like to take it. We think that it is a megascope, but it's a sniper, basically. Gonna give it to our friend Jody here. He's gonna make good use of it. This is a very good heavy machine gun, but can't use it yet. Doesn't have the skill. And no, he does now, but basically we do not have the ammo for it. We use 50 caliber. We do not have that right now. So as you can see, there's a lot of dialogue in here. Can barely squeeze any commentary in it. That's why this is not the episode 12 of this series. Just going to be the in-between episode. There's not a lot of people listening to this. This is one of the problems with CRPG. This is not that terrible because it's fully voice acted, but other games are not so fortunate. Games like Old Cat Games CRPG, Wrath of the Righteous, The Pathfinders, and their latest title, Rogue Trader. There's a lot of text in that game. It's barely acted. So yeah. So here, do not have the skill check necessary again. Really needs to start focusing on them.
Hi, Rangers. Good to see you again. Sure. It's great. There's so much cool stuff at all the merchant stalls. I add to my collection all the time. Some spooky stuff has been happening lately, though. Monsters are coming up from the tunnels at night to snatch people. It's like Chud in real life. You must be thinking about someone else. Quarex is a more common name than you might think, you know.
Is it?
Anyway, not me. Nope.
Sure. Another liar. Terrible liar.
Oh, well, haven't you heard? Scientists say sweating is a sign of truthfulness.
Nobody's buying it, guy.
Okay, fine. I'm Quarex from Rail Nomads. Happy now? Kinda cool you guys have heard of me. Nobody knows about me. Well, basically, everything went downhill after Ranger Team Echo found that 3DO for me. Some shady guys started coming around asking me to sell it to them, and when I said no, well, they didn't like that at all. I was going to call the Rangers since you'd all been so nice to me, but then Ranger Citadel blew up, so I left. Had to leave all my cool stuff behind, even the 3DO. But there's lots of cool stuff around here, too, and I've been finding it. And that's how I started my museum.
Did.
Oh, I did. I just always forgot to say it. I'm supposed to say my name's Dave, but yeah.
Another idiot.
Bye, Rangers. Thanks for visiting me.
There's a lot of good stuff here.
These are perfect.
Here.
But they're too small.
Huh. You look like tough sorts. Patriarch sent you. Whoever you are, we can certainly use your help. Some kind of beastie down in the Warrens or something. Talk to Flab up the stairs. Kinda depends on who's buying. For you, leather goods, protective gear, armor. Up to you if you want to deflect stabbings or look like a badass. Either way, I have you covered.
I like badass, but
that's why I'm
more
here.
importantly, here I would like to buy this tank armor because I like William to be as tough as possible. Him and Zeus. I want them very tough. Because they are the tank of the party, basically.
Why, hello. Name's Hirsch. Lev Hirsch. But you can just call me Dr. Cold Cuts. What do you need?
Peculiar name.
Oh, used to be the veterinarian slash butcher here back in the day. Learned all about how the body works by carving up meat. Animal meat, of course. When Doc Kessler passed, well, I inherited the position.
Seems like the following up.
Not much. Got all kinds of traders here, selling all sorts of junk. The heart of this place is meat, though. Pig meat is a luxury not everyone can afford. Anyway, got a bit of a pickle of late. Something murderous roaming the Warrens. Some say it's the old monster army leader, the Cyclops come back from the dead and hunting us. Bunch of BS if you ask me, but something's down there. Talk to Flab if you haven't already. Ah, the self-medicating sort. Sure, take a look.
He sell good stuff too. The antidote, the crystal clear, and the no glow. Those are very good. So good, in fact, that I'm going to grab 2 of each. Can afford it. Nothing is cheap here. They really aren't. Now, let's finally meet that Flab the Nailer guy. Wasteland and their joke.
Children of the dead.
Terrible.
What wonderful music.
Flab the Nailer.
What do you want of Jacob the Magnificent? This wonderful, wonderful.
Sure.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like Vlad the Impaler
Let's
at
never
all.
mind with the acts, shall we? Rangers, I am so sorry you had to witness that horrible exploding pig. Truth is, you do not find us at the best of times.
Yeah.
Do not judge harshly, my friends.
I am,
We
because
hold
you're
on
terrible
to
at it.
rituals of the past to try to remember our long lost strength. It may strike you as pathetic, but it gives us much needed comfort.
You sound more like Nico Bellic, cousin,
I am calm
than Vlad.
because I must be, friend. So is the burden of leadership. But you are right. This place is under assault. Something, someone, some horrible unknown thing is roaming the warrens below us. People have been disappearing. Not to mention the pigs loaded with explosives running amok. You are the Patriarch's Rangers, yes? If he trusts you, so can I. Nothing we've done has helped, so your arrival could not be more fortuitous. We need your help to combat this threat. It's been 2 weeks, maybe 3. Not long at all. At first, we thought it might have been the fanciful imaginings of the chemically influenced. But then a pig appeared out of nowhere, outside the bazaar, ran into a party of mashers and exploded. Quite distressing. People have been disappearing ever since, and more pigs keep appearing. I need my mashers to keep the place safe. We need outside help.
Really?
Your help.
Protecting it from what? They are the assailer.
I was hoping you'd say that. You Rangers are truly generous souls. Go, investigate this problem for me. For us.
Sure. Yeah. And we dealt with the clown outside too.
As clowns, I see everything makes sense now. The makeup on the pigs, the horrible deaths. That explains who is behind these attacks.
And who is it? Payaros. Or Pachayos.
They are one of the wild gangs that escaped the Patriarch's control. I've not had to deal with them in decades. But last I did, they raided one of our caravans. Didn't even take most of the supplies. They seemed to think it was just a funny joke to kill our men. If it is Los Payasos down there, we truly need your help. They would not hesitate to kill every living thing in my home in the most unspeakable ways. We won't be safe until every last payaso is dead. You ask too much of me, my friends. What is a leader but a servant of the community?
That's your own damn fault.
It's the bizarre story. I am
For
nothing
calling
but a
yourself
receptacle
Flav
of its
Nailer.
wishes.
How can people not be curious about that? Even if it sucks.
Where do I start? Once I was a humble lieutenant in the monster army. Then the Patriarch came to the bazaar. He executed my predecessor, and everyone else was too stupid to understand that this is the new world order. When he came to me, I did not hesitate. I swore myself to his service, marrow and muscle, and the Patriarch, in his infinite grace, gave me command of the bazaar and all of its lives. I appreciate the delicacy. Your compassion will be remembered. But no, I've no thoughts on the nickname they have given to me, and no cause to think about it. After all, Flab describes me well, does it not?
Sure.
Good. Most would have lied to my face, told me that Flab the Inhaler was a blasphemy against my greatness. But you have courage. I see a long friendship ahead of us. The truth is that I see this fat as proof of my station in life. Here, in these wastelands, how many have the opportunity to eat and flourish as I have? And I would be a bad host if I did not provide you with answers. A decadent oasis steeped in culinary wonders. The bazaar is Colorado's gastronomic holy land. It is a carnival of wonders. It is paradise. But it was even more splendid once, a long time ago. Primal, a wild place. I was there when the monster army first arrived in the bazaar. We tore the farmers limb from limb, fed them to their pigs. A graceless epoch, but so visceral, so alive. But its savagery had no place under the Patriarch's rule. He is a harsh man, but his edge is directed, guided, not like the chaos of old. Be sure to visit Quarex's museum. It is fascinating to see all these relics from the before times, to imagine the riches the ancient Americans enjoyed beyond even the means of the bazaar.
They weren't the good old days. My family still tells stories about the monster army and the horrible things they did.
Your young friend is right, of course. Those times were most regrettable, and yet also the most delicious. So, a story?
Most delicious.
My favorite story? Oh, I suppose I cannot blame you for being curious. Let's see. Yes, I suppose I know the one. A wolf man once challenged me for the rule of the bazaar. He decided that I was weak, too soft for the role. So he challenged me to a duel, and I agreed. But that night he died, shitting blood in his bed. They told me he screamed himself raw. Poor little puppy. He should have been more careful with his food. Oh, that one is easy. It was late and so cold that the air cut our lungs to ribbons. We'd heard rumors of a sanctuary, an unguarded place fat with meat and helpless farmers, no military force to speak of. So we came in the night, an army of monsters. We cut their throats in their sleep. 1 hour, 100 dead. You should have seen the blood. The night ran red. There was enough to fill a lake. It was beautiful. Savagery refined to an unctuous art. You'll have to forgive me. This story is not mine, but Adela's, a beautiful madam of chicks flicks. She'd just arrived in the bazaar, hungry for a place in our kingdom. The space where her theater stands, it belonged to someone else. Adelan, wise in the nature of the world, offered the owner something he could not refuse. The orgy lasted for days. Men, women, animals, anything with a hole or an appendage that could either be sucked or slotted into a dripping orifice. The stains took weeks to clean, but Eidolon fucked her way to her heart's desire. Ah, a legend, that woman.
A legend indeed. I think we're done now.
With pleasure.
Very interesting character.
We'll be waiting.
If you're into that thing. Now we're gonna talk to Randy.
What ails ya?
Hey, strangers. I don't suppose you're here to help with the troubles down below. If you are, talk to Flab.
Already did.
Cars. I'm your guy. Randy,
Way ahead of
name,
yourself.
Local master mechanic.
A mechanic? Cool.
That's exactly what we need.
Nothing much,
right
really.
now.
Something's been prowling the Warrens, killing anyone who goes down there. Some big beastie? The suicide pig's got something to do with it, but I don't know what. Sorry, not much help, I know. Not particularly. It's boring work. I only get pulled in if something breaks that a tender can't fix, so I spend most of my time just waiting here, like I'm doing now. But beggars can't be choosers. No offense, but you're a gamble in a hard-luck casino. Don't like working in the bazaar, but it's constant money, and I need that right now. See? Some months ago, my dad wrote me that he thought he'd seen folks skulking around our homestead. I dismissed it. Our place has always been isolated and safe. Stupid.
Turns out it was a small band of one of them crazy plains gangs. They sent me a letter. My parents are dead, and they're holding my kid brother and sister hostage. I ain't even close to having enough money to pay the ransom. Even if I did, I suspect they'd just kill us all after I pay. So what
Sounds
you gotta
like
do?
our kind of job.
You mean get them? I don't normally condone violence, but if it's what it takes. Let me show you where to find our old homestead. I'll meet you there. You help out the Get family and I'll work for you. No doubt about it.
We
See you
got
later.
ourselves a
Don't take too
deal.
long, okay?
Ooh, we should get something hot to drink for the trip home.
We'll come back on our way out.
More talking, less
Hey there.
raiding.
Always good to see some friendly faces down here. Don't go near the cages, though. The little piggies are friendly, but they'll bite if they get spooked. Oh, don't mind the smell. Nothing some fragrant flower beds wouldn't fix. Only thing is, we ain't got any of those down here in the Warrens. Ah, yes. Dug out by the monster army ages ago. The whole tunnel network used to belong to us. And from what I hear, we had some fun in there. Nowadays, it's not safe. Something is roaming the deeper tunnels, so best to stay clear. Yup. Pigs have been a part of the monster army and the bazaar as long as it's been around. Not a common good out here, you see. Highly valued. So we keep them well-fed, happy, and guarded. This? The traditional garb of the monster army tenders. Our job is to tend to our piggies, as well as do any maintenance needed to keep this place up. I will miss your scent.
Not creepy at all.
Hey, welcome to the house of DJ RIP! I take it you're here for the giveaway contest!
Oh,
Ha! Good one! Everyone knows the DJ RIP show giveaway contest! Rules are the same as always. Just answer one simple question. Get the answer right, you get something awesome. Get it wrong, you still get something awesome. Just slightly less awesome. Ha! Awesome! So, you here for the contest or not?
guess we are.
All right. We're live in 3, 2. All right, everybody. It's time for another round of DJ RIP's Believe It or Not. We have some new faces for you today. Hey, introduce yourselves to our audience.
We are the ranger.
The Rangers of Colorado. Get ready for the question, but first, a quick shout out to today's sponsor, the fabulous Chick Flicks Theater. Come see their shows, come again, then leave satisfied. Now, your question. In the year 1984, a giant marshmallow man attacked the city of New York. Believe it or not?
Ghostbuster.
A true believer, folks! And you may remember seeing that giant marshmallow man in the movies. But thankfully, the giant marshmallow man was never real. Still, we won't let a true believer go unrewarded.
Green
Right,
slime
listeners?
as a
Here's a
reward.
little something for you. And for our listeners, this next one is dedicated to all you fellow believers out there. DJ RIP in the house! Basement. I'm the Bazaar's resident jockeyer of discs and spinner of plates, here to entertain the masses. Used to have my booth up above, but they told me my sounds were bothering the fine folks doing their shopping. No skin off my teeth there. As long as I have my music, I'm fine wherever.
Sure you
Creepy shit
do.
going on around here, though.
Sure you
Weird
do.
sounds coming from the Warrens ain't helping me focus on my work. Hopefully Flab can figure it out. Now, it used to be a fine place to play some music and relax, but there's been too much weird shit lately, you know? Keep hearing laughter coming from deeper down the Warrens, people disappearing. I don't know, man. Bad stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Guess that's it. if you stick around to here, say hi in the comment.
Whoa! Shit, sorry. You
And
startled me.
thank you
I'm a
guys.
little on edge. Was kept up all
And
night
if you
by
enjoyed it,
laughter.
please do leave a like,
Creepy, high-pitched
subscribe
laughter
for
coming from
more,
deep in the Warrens.
and I'll
Do you
see
know
you
what that's
next
like?
time.
Do you?
Thank you guys. Peace.
I don't know. I was just trying to do my job. Something started squealing outside the door, and I opened it to see what it was. Then this pig ran past me and went straight up the stairs, oinking like a wolf man had his arm up his ass. I don't know. Man, I don't know. It's not like the job training covers exploding pigs. You feel me, man? I don't know, man. This security door is staying locked now. First people start disappearing, and now this shit? Used to be safe down here. Oh, shit. Yeah, he mentioned he was sending down a team. I thought there'd be more of you, though. Anyway, you're clear to go through. Good luck.